Hello everyone. Students, in this PPT, the last part is remain, that is light or visible spectrum. Students, visible light, we know it very well. The wavelength range of visible light is 7.8 to 10 to the power minus 7 meter to 3.8 to 10 to the power minus 7 meter. What is the range of frequency? The range of frequency is 4 into 10 to the power 14 hertz to 8 into 10 to the power 14 hertz. The visible light is discovered by Newton. Students, what is the source of visible light? When atoms and molecules, when electrons are excited from lower energy state to higher energy state, we get visible light. Then by using the gas discharge tube also we can produce visible light. Then by using incandescent substances we can produce the visible light. Okay, so students, the energy of visible light, it is in between 1.6 electron volt to 3.2 electron volt. Okay, students, what are the various parts of this visible light? We know that the sub parts of visible spectrum are, that is nothing but waveguide, and the main are violet. First one is what? It is violet. Second one is blue. Third one is green. Fifth one is yellow. Next one is orange, and last one is red. Okay, so let's talk about the wavelength range. For violet light, the wavelength range is 3.9 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter to 4.55 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. Frequency range for violet light is 6.59 to 10 to the power 14 hertz. Then for blue light, let's talk about blue light. The wavelength range is 4.55 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter to 4.92 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. अभी जहाँ पे ब्लू का रेंज खत्म होता है, ब्लू का रेंज खत्म कहाँ पे हुआ? दैट इज 4.92 इंटू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 7 मीटर पे खत्म हुआ. तो वहाँ से अगला स्टार्ट होगा, दैट इज नथिंग बट द ग्रीन लाइट, एंड ग्रीन लाइट इज 4.92 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter to 5.77 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. This is the wavelength for green light. For yellow light, अभी yellow कहाँ से start होगा? 5.77 से. It is 5.77 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter to 5.97 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. Second last is orange. Orange started from 5.97 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter to 6.22 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. अभी ऑरेंज खत्म होता है 6.22 पे, ठीक है. ऑरेंज इज फिनिश एट 6.22. So students, next one is last one is red. So red started from 6.22 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter to 7.80 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. So these are the wavelength ranges for different colors. Okay students, I think this is the very basic and you know it very well. Then what are the properties of this visible light? We know that visible light is very sensitive to human eye. With this light we are able to see, we can distinguish between the colors. What are the applications? The applications: optics and optical instrument, then vision, photography, we can use this visible light. One very important use, that is to see the objects. Okay, so students, in this PPT we studied the 4 different parts of electromagnetic spectrum. The first one is radio wave, second one is microwave, third one is infrared wave, and last one is light, which is also known as visible spectrum. Now see student, the next PPT. Now see in this PPT student, the first part. The first one is ultraviolet light. Okay, so ultraviolet light, students, this ultraviolet light is discovered by the scientist Ritter. Okay, remember this name of the scientist is Ritter. The range of this ultraviolet light is, it is 3.8 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter to 6 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Frequency range is 8 into 10 to the power 14 hertz to 3 into 10 to the power 17 hertz. Students, one more thing, we talk about the energy. Energy of ultraviolet ray lies between 2 into 10 to the power 3 electron volt. Mark my words, 2 into 10 to the power 3 electron volts to 3 electron volts. Okay, what is the source? Okay, what is the source? Atoms and molecules in electrical discharges when electrical discharge done, ultraviolet rays are produced, or by ionizing the gases you can produce ultraviolet rays. Then also by spark or sun lamp we can produce ultraviolet rays. Okay, what are the uses and application? See, there are so many uses: medical application, sterilization, killing the bacteria and germs, then for foodstuff, detection of invisible writing, uh, fingerprints, etc. There are so many uses. So let's see first of all properties and then we go with the uses. Properties. Students, ultraviolet rays can produce the fluorescence in certain substances. ये फ्लोरेसेंस जनरेट करता है. क्या होता है फ्लोरेसेंस प्रॉपर्टी? आपको पता है, केमिस्ट्री में आप ऑलरेडी ये पढ़ चुके हो. ओके, सो if we take phosphorus, so just like the substances like phosphorus, it can produce the fluorescence. Then ultraviolet rays can cause the photoelectric effect. Then see, ultraviolet rays, they cannot pass through the gases but they can pass through the quartz and rock salt. ये इसका बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टी है, ध्यान में रखना. अल्ट्रावायलेट रेज दे कैनॉट पास थ्रू द गैसेस, ये गैसेस से पास नहीं होते बट दे कैन पास थ्रू द क्वार्ट्ज, रॉक सॉल्ट एक्सेट्रा. अभी एप्लीकेशन तो आपने शॉर्ट में देखे हैं बट वन बाय वन आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन ईच एंड एवरी एप्लीकेशन. सी स्टूडेंट, बाय यूजिंग द अल्ट्रावायलेट रेज वी कैन डिस्ट्रॉय द जर्म्स एंड बैक्टीरिया. अभी जर्म्स एंड बैक्टीरिया अगर डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हैं दैट मीन्स दे आर यूजिंग फॉर स्टेरिलाइजिंग और स्टेरिलाइजिंग पर्पज. ओके, for sterilizing surgical instruments, ultraviolet rays are used. Ultraviolet rays are also used in alarm and in security system, जिसमें फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट का यूज़ करते हैं. अगर उस प्लेट पे गिरने वाला रेज डिस्कनेक्ट होता है, उसके बीच में अगर कोई आ जाता है तो वहाँ पे अलार्म बजने लगता है. ओके, so this concept is used. You study this concept in detail in 12th standard in photoelectric effect. Then to distinguish between the real and fake gems, ultraviolet rays are used. And even for the analysis of chemical compounds also we are using ultraviolet rays.